This wall is looking a bit too white. You know what would be awesome? A background. I'm not talking painting it blue, putting some white clouds on it. I'm thinking about making this entirely out of Lego. So let's get planning.
There are key elements I must include. 1. A mountain. Our city mountain should blend seamlessly into it. 2. A river. Currently our river just stops, so I want it to continue flowing into the background. 3. City buildings. Lots of high rises, lots of colour to make it feel large. And with all that in mind, let's get drawing. I put the 3 main base plates down as a guide. I'm going to figure out all the parts we need. Now I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I'm going to do it all manually. I'm using my limited knowledge of Lego tiles to guess what tiles fit where. It's basically just one big guessing game. Then I had to count every single tile and take note of its colour. I've just ordered all the parts. I can tell you that it set me back $500. Are you kidding me? That is so expensive. I hate to admit that I definitely underestimated how much it was going to cost and how long it was going to take to figure out all the parts I needed, because I used a site called Bricksie, and there are individual resellers. They don't all have the quantity of tiles that I needed in the specific colour. There are going to be 5 packages arriving because I had to get it all from 5 different people. And now all I can do is hope that I've ordered all the right parts, that they actually fit together and work, because again, it was just a bit of a guess, and that when they do arrive, they don't get stolen. I would be very sad. Very sad.
A few moments later.
4 packages are here, and there's 1 to go. It arrived the next day, and just when you thought that was it, there's more. Now for the fun part. Let's open up all the packages. Guys, you have no idea how excited I am to get building. Oh my gosh. Okay, I knew there were going to be lots of tiles, but this is crazy. Check out how many there are. Also, I want to give a shout out to Brickmat NZ on Bricksie for vacuum sealing all the parts. No one else did this, so you're a legend for that. I've got my desk set up for building and the drawing for reference. Now it's time to get started with the first base plate. Not even joking, this clip is 2 hours worth of footage. So luckily for you, I've put it in a time lapse. I decided to start with the mountains and work my way along from left to right, just so I can keep track of where the tiles need to go, since I don't have any proper building instructions. Onto the second base plate. This one has the dark green hills and where the distant city starts. I've just finished putting together the first 2 base plates, and I'm really happy with the clouds. I think stacking one on top of another was a really good idea. The foreground snowy mountain was inspired by the 3D look on the Japan postcard. And there's also been a disaster that I need to address. As you can see, these base plates aren't fully covered. That is because I forgot to order all the green tiles. I even double checked my paper and just managed to miss an entire colour. I'm gonna have to figure out a solution for that, but for now, let's continue building the city. This area needs to be full of skyscrapers. I chose to add lighter colours near the front, like the yellow, and add darker colours further back, because those buildings are in the distance. Now all that's left to do is work out the river and figure out a replacement for the green. All I can say is I'm glad I bought the Italy Postcard. because there are green tiles in bag number 3 and all the triangle pieces I need. I scrounged around in my collections for all of my green tiles. I managed to find some, but unfortunately I do think we're going to have to use some green plate.
Now that most of the building is done, let's go buy something to attach it to the wall. Oh, I originally thought about screwing through the base plate, but the base plates are quite thin and also that just feels really wrong. So instead I've opted for the sticky command strips. These are the Velcro ones. I don't generally recommend these for like heavy pictures or anything, even if you use twice the number you think you're going to need. If you don't apply it correctly, like there's a whole lot of instructions of how to do it properly. If you don't follow those pretty much to a T, there's a fairly good chance that it won't work, but I'm willing to give it a shot for this project. So let's go back and stick this on. And now for the reveal. In 3, 2, 1. Wow, this is so cool.
And I have a secret. If we look at the skyscrapers, you see the white round tiles? Check this out. They glow in the dark. The green area actually turned out fine, because most of it is covered. There are other details too, like the rugby field and hot air balloon.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.